Yes, I'm sweating, and yes, I'm not a cameraman, as you will figure out soon. I'm sweating because I climbed a 400-meter high hilltop, being here in a 2,000-year-old settlement. And frankly, I'm scared about the upcoming IOCTI. I'm scared for several reasons. It's most because of the subject, how to use constellations for transformational processes. And that really scares me for at least two reasons. One reason is we do not have any didactics about transformational processes. And the other reason is the forces for transformational processes are so tremendous, so big in the world. Think about what transformed this settlement in the hilltop over the last 2,000 years. It's really, really big forces. And isn't it presumptuous to think that we can influence them? Isn't it presumptuous that we can influence through constellations and transformational processes? It's not something you just can teach. We even do not know how they work. So what do we think we are going to do in this IOCTI? It's both exciting and both scary. I know at least one thing about constellations and about societal issues and about transformation in progress. One of the things constellations can offer us is a different perspective. A different perspective. After some constellations you can never look at the same issue again with the same eyes. That might help a little bit. But again, then the question is, what's the critical mass? How many people should do these kind of constellations in order something could change? I'm very fearful and doubtful there. We're still standing at the beginning. Another thing that constellations might be able to offer is to get out of the field of black and white, good and bad, the good guys and the bad guys, perpetrator and victims. I think only if we can grow beyond that field, not even out of that field, but maybe a little bit beyond that field, that might be helpful in some way. But again, these other questions stay. How many people need to do this? And isn't it presumptuous to think you can change anything at all? And one other question, and this IOCTI will be, where do we have to look? Do we have to look at the outside world and what's going on there? Or do we have to look to our method of constellations and other transformational so-called tools? What's in these tools? What of our presuppositions are in these tools? And do they still fit? Why do we believe in these tools? And what are the limitations that are built in? So in which direction do we have to look? Outside or inside? That's one of the big questions as well. So I consider this IOCTI really to be an adventure. And for me, a definition of an adventure is you do not know where you will be next. You do not know where you end up. It's just a kind of commitment together to go into the process, maybe go through the eye of the needle and having no clue what will be at the other side. So if you want to go into these processes, I think IOCTI might be an interesting place for you. But no guarantees, and you're completely responsible for yourself. Ciao.